Hello. This is Jacob, and I decided that I will try to start this is gonna sound weird, but like a podcast, cause I don't know, I'm bored right now. There's nothing to do. Excuse me if I sound tired. I just came back from outside on the trampoline, and I just I can't steady my breathing. Jeez. And also, if you hear noise, I don't know, it's probably just me moving around on my couch. I'm pretty fidgety, so you probably hear shaking and creaking and I don't know, stuff just falling over. I don't know. Stuff just happens sometimes. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'd be talking about in something like this. I'm just kind of bored, so I thought that maybe I could just put my thoughts into something like this. I probably won't show anyone. Maybe Jersey, if you're watching this, hey, give me feedback. I don't know. Am I too far away from the mic right now? Is this good? I don't know. I'm gonna stay back here for now because the way I have it set up is I have my new couch right here, and then I have this little desk thing that I don't know. We stole this from the school or something. They gave us a desk. I don't know why, but we have this desk thing, and I kind of just set it up next to my couch, and I'm kind of just sitting here, just I'm fidgeting again. I'm probably making a lot of noise. But yeah, I'm just sitting here, and it's kind of far away. Maybe if I set up a chair or something, I can make it better, but that's assuming that I have anything, interesting to say in the first place. Maybe I'll get Jersey on this, actually. I'll get him, I don't know, maybe I could have him, how would I do this? Maybe I could, get my phone, my mom's phone, or just the house phone. I could get or my brother's phone. That might work best, actually. Well, I'll get a phone, basically, and I'll probably get my speaker and I'll Bluetooth them. So then I have his voice playing through the speaker and it can clearly be heard through this phone. And then we can just talk about stuff. I probably should have prepared a prompt or something for this. That's probably what I'll do with him. Is that I'll just look up interesting conversation starters and we'll just go from there and talk about weird stuff. But right now, I kind of just sat down and decided to do it. I don't really know what I'm talking about right now. Also, if you hear some I don't know if you will be able to hear it, but I don't know, just background noise. It could also be just downstairs, my brother and sister just running around, doing whatever the heck they're doing. Caleb's probably playing Fortnite. Pretty high level in that. Sorry about that if you heard a weird pause or jump in the video. I had to stop it because my little sister heard me talking about her. She ran upstairs. I'm bribing her with the laptop. I'll type in the laptop password so she can I don't know, watch Cookie Swirl C or whatever she watches in order to leave me alone. That sounds kind of mean, but she's fine. Oh, I'm kind of excited because for a week now, I've been promised frozen yogurt from, I forgot what it's called. It's called Orange Swirl. No, Orange Leaf. That's what it's called. It's called Orange Leaf, and we were supposed to go to there just to get ice cream. It was no big deal. We were just bored. And then, but we ended up, what the heck was that? I should probably go deal with that. I'll resume my story in a bit. Apparently, that was just my brother raging at Fortnite, like he often does. You actually might hear a couple of those since he's playing that right now. What was I talking about? I can't really remember. Whoa, I just heard some name calling downstairs. That's pretty intense. I'll deal with it later. I'm a great babysitter. I can't remember what I was talking about, though. This is so unprofessional. But I think it's better this way. If I just kind of rant on about whatever, just kind of mind barf everything into I don't know, an audio format or something like that. Oh geez, sorry for another weird jump cut. Things keep happening. I was just sitting here for I don't know, 2 hours doing nothing. And then suddenly everything in the world decides to happen at once. Although, to be fair, compared to what I was just doing, literally anything happens seems like a lot. So maybe this is just like a normal day for every other like normal social person. But I don't know. As you can tell, that I'm making a podcast alone when I'm bored. I'm not one of those. And I was like thinking about it while I was paused. And would you look at that? Yet another pause, man. I'm good at this. No, I was just I was thinking that I don't know. Maybe it seems like a little more. I don't know, because like professional things like documentaries and I don't know why I'm talking about documentaries. This is a podcast, but like some podcasts and stuff. Not that I know actually. I don't actually listen to that many podcasts, but like I haven't seen podcasts. I've heard podcasts and like the ones that I've heard, they're like pretty professional and like serious and like I don't know. I feel like something like that you can't exactly relate to. So maybe if I just like have these uncut, like on everything except for like I have to pause sometimes. Like if somebody's screaming or like I don't know, there's like something going on. Maybe I'll have to pause every once in a while. But like no like going back on stuff that I've said or like I don't know like cutting out something. But yeah, I think it's better like this. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about earlier. I think I was talking about going to frozen yogurt. That was I don't know why I'm like resuming that now since it was like literally nothing. I don't even know why I was talking about it. But I think I was saying how we were like supposed to go to frozen yogurt and it's been like a week since we've supposedly it's not the right word since we were supposed to go to frozen yogurt and like it was no big deal but now it's like built up like the hype for this frozen yogurt has built up over the days. It's like exponential. Like day one it was like one happiness level like whatever, let's just go and get let's go get frozen yogurt. Day two is probably like a two and it was like, oh come on, let's go get frozen yogurt. That I probably just said the same exact thing for like both the one and two. And then the third day was probably like a four, and it was like, oh my gosh, come on, can we just go get the yogurt? And then I think it's not actually been a full week. I think it's like the fourth day. I actually haven't been keeping track, like a normal. Well, I don't know. Do normal people keep track of how many days it's been since they were supposed to get frozen yogurt? I wouldn't know. I'm not a normal person. So yeah, it's been like 4 days, and at this point, it's like 10 out of 10. We're gonna freaking get frozen yogurt, or else it's like absolute necessity. This is what we need in our lives, and I don't know. I hope it's good. Like I heard it's good, but it could just be trash. Some frozen yogurt places are just like, oh geez, just want to go to an ice cream place instead. But what do I talk about? Oh yeah, so one of the reasons why I kept pausing is that I kept getting like texts and news not news. Why do I don't why did I say news? Anyway, I kept getting texts from people and like, oh, I think I know why I said that. I was going to say that I got some good news from some people and I'm like pretty happy right now. So like I don't know. I just kind of I don't have anything to talk about. Jeez. Maybe I should pause and then like get something to talk about or maybe I should just keep rambling. I don't know. I need to check my texts. I've seen like 8 notifications and I'm a phone addict. So I need to check. Oh wait, hold on. What the heck? I just realized my phone's not charging. It's plugged in. So like how I have this right now is like my couch is really far away from any wall sockets. So I have like 8 power strips all connected to each other and like so I can extend it all the way here. Oh, this one's off. That's why. Is it working now? Yes, it's charging. Jeez, I would have been so mad if this like died and I lost all my footage. But I was out. Bah, bah, bah. I know how to speak. No, I really don't. Okay, now that I got that sorted out, that's good. But maybe I should like. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's only been 9 minutes. Normal podcasts are like an hour long. Although I don't have an hour just to. I mean, yes, I do. Let's be honest. I do have an hour just to sit here and talk. I'm when I end this, I'm not going to be doing anything. But, oh yeah, I was going to check my text. I'm going to do that real quick. We'll see if there's anything exciting. Okay, so there was some pretty good news. Like, it involves this one person. I'm not gonna say their name, because honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. I'm probably not gonna like post it on Instagram or anything. Well, I don't think you can. I think it has to be like a minute long or something, and this is 10 minutes. So I don't know, but I'm probably gonna send it to Jersey no matter what. He probably won't listen to it. He probably won't make it this far. If you've made it this far, Jersey, text me the code word flubbergabble. That's spelled FLUBBERFFFGL. There's a lot of silent letters and weird pronunciation in this word, but just do it because I wonder if you actually have made it this far. That's pretty much it. But anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because maybe I'll send it to some other people, but I feel like most people don't care, or like they don't have the time, or this is probably annoying. This is I don't know what I'm probably gonna run out of storage. Like as I'm recording this, I can't even like take photos on my phone anymore because there's like no storage left. And I tried uploading the videos to my computer, but it wasn't working for some reason. And oh yeah, that reminds me of another thing. So like there's this person and I was making like a birthday video post and there's like this inside joke with butter and stuff and her birthday. So I made this like really nice like butter themed birthday video. Like it starts off like I like throw butter everywhere, then I like do a butter snow angel, and it was interesting to film to say the least. And then I got a stick of butter and like I took individual clips of me throwing them to people in my family. Like I'd throw it to my mom and then she'd catch it and like look at the camera and say happy birthday, and then I'd like put them all together into this one big video, and it was gonna be pretty funny and like just like a little birthday something. Since she doesn't live in the state, I can't really get her anything physical. I mean I could, but I don't know how to mail, and like I'm broke, so that's not an option. But I had this, and she was like really excited. And then the day of her birthday, it was like a week ago, February 5th. That's not a week ago. Or is it? I wouldn't know. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, when it was her birthday, I had gotten my phone taken away because I'm a bad boy, rebel. But anyway, I'd gotten it taken away, and so I had no way to contact her because my mom was like locked down, no freaking anything. And so I used my friend Carter's phone, text her saying like, "Yo, sorry, I don't have my phone. I'll get this video up when I get it back." And so I get it back, and I'm texting her, and she's like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "Oh crap, I haven't even edited the clips together." And because I hadn't had my phone, I had been filming with my mom's phone because it has a 4K camera. That's pretty nice. But I was like, "Oh crap, I gotta do this now." And I said that I'd get it done in like an hour, because I didn't think it was gonna be hard, like that hard. You just gotta splice them together. I wasn't planning on doing any like fancy edits or voiceovers or anything. But then I had to get the pictures and videos from my mom's phone onto my computer to edit them. And so there wasn't a problem of transferring them to the computer. It was that once they were on the computer, for some reason they just looked like absolute garbage. Like they looked like they were filmed with like a potato. But so I tried like a thousand ways. I tried email. I tried texting it to myself using an iOS that I installed onto my computer. It's not an iOS OS. No, and that didn't work. It still came out fuzzy for some reason. I tried directly uploading them onto the computer, and then when I did that, like two of them were actually good quality, so I have two quality clips. But then all the other ones like glitched and like got corrupted. And so I tried again, same thing happened. And then I tried uploading them to Google Drive and then saving and then sharing it and then taking it back down. That didn't work for some reason. And on the phone, they look great, perfect quality. I don't know what's happening between the transfer, but something is happening and it's kind of annoying me. And she's like, kind of like she's not mad. She's just kind of like sad, and I feel like really bad because I promised this, and I don't know. I'm usually not too great about promises, but I was set on this one, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. But then it never ended up happening, and that's pretty bad. Speaking of this one person, um, the same person that their birthday was the other day, week, month, year, I don't know. That person, well, basically we were FaceTiming. We were just talking, and she's home alone, and she's had some things where she had some scary experiences while she was home alone, and this was like the first time in a while that she's been home alone again. And then while I was on the phone with her, somebody started like her all her doors and windows were locked and stuff. Somebody started like banging and jiggling the doorknob of the handle, and I was there. Well, I wasn't there. I'm in another state. I was on the phone. Well, FaceTime. I was on the FaceTime when it happened, and she got like super scared. And then like it stopped happening, but like the dogs. She has like 3 dogs. The dogs kept like staring at different windows at different times and like barking at them. And then her hamster was just, she has a hamster named Jacuzzi Gerald. I named that hamster. It's a pretty great name. Anyway, all her animals were basically going insane, like there was something outside, and she was basically so scared. I was scared too. I didn't know what to say. I probably should have said something like comforting and smart, but that would be a skill that someone who is social would have. I don't have that. Anyway, so she calls her mom, and her mom just says, and her mom ends up like calling the neighbors, and the neighbors don't answer, and like they end up calling the local police department just to come check it out. And there ended up being nothing, but like apparently she's like super OCD about her screen being closed at all times. That was open when they checked, and so that's kind of creepy. She was fine. Nothing ended up happening, but it still like gives me the heebie-jeebies. It was not a good experience to say the least. Oh, and speaking of good experience, or bad experiences, I'm like on a roll with these transitions. So many things to talk about. I thought I would run out after like 6 minutes. I probably did run out of interesting things to talk about, and now I'm just rambling about like just some random crap. Well, yeah, obviously that's like the whole point of this. Anyway, so the other day, I was laying in my bed, and I was doing my homework, and it was like I don't know, it was like 7 o'clock, and then I swore that I heard somebody whisper my name. Like it was pretty quiet. Like I didn't hear it, but I don't know how to describe it, but it was like I remember hearing. I didn't hear it at the time. It was like if somebody yelled and then you thought back on that yell from like later on, like you hear it in your head, but like you knew you heard it at one point. It was like that. It was like 5 seconds earlier. I remember hearing somebody whisper my name, but like at the time I didn't hear it, and so I was a little creeped out, but I was fine. I was like, whatever. It's probably just like me remembering something from earlier. Just I don't know. It could have been myself just being weird and whispering my own name. But anyway, I just like brushed it off, and then later that night, I was falling asleep. I was super tired, and I had just gotten done like studying for a test or something. Can't really remember. But anyway, I was done, and I was falling asleep, and then I just heard like the same voice whispering again, and it was like I can't remember exactly what it said, but it's something along the lines of me like, or not me, but it telling me to like join it and like let it do its thing or something. It didn't say that obviously, but it was really creepy. But like I don't know what I was thinking, but I like let myself fall asleep, and I like felt like a weight come over me. Like I was frozen. Like it felt like someone like someone was sitting on top of me, but I could like still breathe and stuff. And I could like sense my bed and like the stuff around me. And I was like awake, but I couldn't move. And so I didn't think much about it, cuz like I've had this a couple times where I can like where I'm like somewhat awake, but like I'm asleep or whatever. And so I wasn't like I don't know, when you're asleep you don't really think like consciously, but I wasn't scared or worried or anything at the time. And then like the whispering like kept going. It was like kept saying like really creepy things. It was like it kept whispering like kill them, purge them, and like stuff like this. And it was like it was like hypnotizing me or something, or like getting in my head, and I like felt my body getting heavier and heavier. and I was just sinking in. I couldn't move, and I started to panic. And then I started to get this like image like of like above my head, like this like mist almost. Like thinking back on it, I probably am just like making like my brain made that up to like explain it. I don't think I don't know. It could have been nothing, but I kind of remember like this gray mist, and obviously my eyes are closed, so I wasn't actually seeing any of this. This is all a dream. And so, and I see the mist, and I know I'm dreaming, right? I know I'm not awake. I know I'm conscious. I'm unconscious, and so I focus and I try to wake up, and I put all my power into like moving my arm or something, or sitting up, and I just can't. I feel so heavy, like I can't get up. And the thing, like the ghost, it gets angry that I'm trying to wake up, and it like comes closer, and it like yells and starts getting angrier and angrier. And then like finally I yell pretty much in my head. Well, it wasn't like a yell, but I focused super hard, and I like finally like broke free, kinda is what it felt like. And like the gray thing, it like swallowed my head like it was a face, and it like ate me. And then there was like just this final like whisper, and then I sat up. I was able to sit up, and everything was like normal. There was nothing there. I was just like, but I felt it, man. I thought it was. I swear to God, I at the time I swear there was a I thought there was a ghost, and I was like, oh man, I was freaking out. And so I ran. I legit ran, and I finally ended up sleeping on the couch that night. And the next day, I forgot about it. But then I went back into my room, and I remembered, and I was so creeped out. And I didn't sleep in there that night either. But now I'm fine. It was probably like 3 days ago that this happened. I'm fine now. It gives me chills thinking back on it. But so this story, it was so freaky, right? So I ended up telling my friend Jersey, and he was like, "Yo, this sounds exactly like this thing that people experience sometimes called like sleep paralysis." And I was like, "What is that?" And he sent me this like animation video, and it described this guy he was asleep, but his mind was awake, but he couldn't move. And then this like demon, like with horns and stuff, was like in his room, and he could like see it even though his eyes were closed. And it was like haunting him, and it like got closer and closer and stuff. And then like you can't wake up from it, you can't control it, you just have to wait it out. Although I'm not sure. I could have woken up from mine, or it could have just ended, and then I woke up and it's just a coincidence that I was trying to wake up or something like that. But but yeah, and this guy, he basically described his experience and like animated it, and it was like basically beat for beat exactly what I felt, except for like there was no demon for him, or for me there was a demon for him. And so, and then I started looking into some other stuff, and it's like if you're like sleep deprived or like stressed out, that this can happen sometimes, and that it actually happens to like most people once in their lifetime, but sometimes their like brains suppress it, and then they can't remember it, but it like happens to everyone like at least once, even if they don't remember it. And yeah, it was just basically a really creepy experience, and I'm like trying to forget about more or less, because it was not the greatest. And this is pretty long already, since the only way I can send to people is by like screen recording it. This is gonna take like all of my storage, and the fact that since it's a video, that you actually have to stay in it and watch it instead of being able to like do other things while you listen to the podcast. If anyone were to listen to this, then that would mean that they'd have to stay there and just like watch this, and that's pretty boring. Honestly, I don't think anyone is going to ever make it to back through this. I don't think I'll probably listen back through it, except for maybe when I'm like older or something, if I don't delete this to try to free up storage. But yeah, I'm pretty much done talking. It's actually pretty exhausting. It's kind of weird. If I get Jersey on here, I think it'll be a little more fun and interesting than this one. I think it actually turned out better than I thought it would. My voice is actually like starting to go, even though I talk a lot. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I think that was, an okay first episode, considering the fact that I'm not editing at all or anything. But yeah, if you made it this far, I guess you really have no life.